هلا شباب وبنات، معكم ريكو مع حلقة جديدة من تختيم غيظ الكهنة. والله من زمان ما سوينا تختيم. آخر مرة سويت تختيم كان في هاي شو اسمه ويتشر 3 للأسف. ويتشر 3 مشكلة الحين تختيمها ما نقدر نكملها يعني. لأن البيانات ماله راحت، رجعنا من الأول. التختيم حق ويتشر 3 انكسل انكنسل. اوكي يعني بنبدأ تختيم جديد إلى ايرلند. ليتس جو بوي. اوكي غيظ الكهنة. اوكي خلوا القراءة إذا تبون تقرؤون، يعني اقرأوا. اوكي شوي بنخليكم حق تقرؤون شنو مكتوب. بس أنا ما بقرأ، بس بخليكم شوية. اوكي ليتس جو. وفي مهمة جانبية أو مهمة رئيسية اللي هو ممضي الجلسة. هذاك مقابلة قادم جديد. من هذا قادم جديد.
A pleasure to see you again, Abe.
خلينا نصير اساسن دقيقة. اساسنز.
هايثم.
اوكي قاعد نشوف واحد جاي هني. خلينا نشوف من هي. واحدة سوري. اوكي.
Perhaps you can aid me in locating Haitham.
اسمها آزار.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar, I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
من هي آزار؟
So you are Eivor. In
دقيقة.
fact,
هذا أساسا؟
I bring you a message from Ireland.
شكلها
I
حد
know
نروح
no
على.
one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king.
من؟
Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should
شكله يعرف
petition
هيثم.
Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But
ليش
first,
روح ايرلند
Azar,
ترى
you
حلو.
must build a trading post.
ايرلند.
In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy.
فانتسي.
What
اوكي
king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
خلينا نشوف الحين. عليك ان انتقال الى حصار بحر ناموس نهر النيل. وين هو نهر النيل؟ نهر النيل مو نهر النيل، نهر النيل. وين هو بعد؟ هناك. شكلي بلا تليبورت تروح هني. دقيقة يعني ليش كان بيكون اجرب اذا كنت هني. اوكي خلينا نطلع من هنا. يلا اوكي بنروح بالسفينة الى نهر النيل. داخلين حق نهر النيل. اوكي شنو قال؟ فوركن ما ادري شنو. اوكي يلا نروح نشوف نهر النيل. مصبة نهر النيل.
I should not be seen in this area.
إلى البحار. أول مرة أشوف سفينة نفس ما البلاك فلاج. كيف؟ أوه شغلوا أغاني يلا. نفس المسجلة بس. عام 800 ميلاديا. مسجلة عام 1800. عام 1800. عام 800. عاد التاريخ نسيته. في فخ هنا؟ لا.
Here's the blockade to be cleared.
نعم. خلينا نفخ هنا. شلون نطلع من هنا الحين؟ فايكنج!
Hush now. Hey!
جاهزين؟ اوكي جاهزين يا فايكنج هجوم بس كذا حتى مو سوى هجوم كان. اوكي من وين راح من هنا؟ يلا اساسن استاذ لا شنو فالهالا اساسا ها استاذ كم يا بوي
Watch for fates. Slide past this one.
دقيقة خلينا نقتل هاي اوكي قم يا بوي قم يا بوي قم يا بوي
Throw the dog and try.
خذك واحد هنا وموت اوكي عندي هاي حركة اسطورية قم يا بوي كنو ابوها الحين ليش ما يصير دقيقة لا شكله الحين جاي يشوفونا اوكي مكان كله فايكنج ورد احنا فايكنج ما شلون فايكنج هارب فايكنج عادي تاريخيا صار جي اساسا لا شلون بتشوفوني هاي تو خذك هيد شوت معاك ملك من مصوبين الفايكنج ابدا الجنوب لازم اقتل الناس هنا بعد اوكي وينهم؟ الحين في انجلند متى بنروح ايرلند؟ والله مشوق اذا نروح ايرلند متحمس بزيادة ها
Scuttling up, huh? No chance.
اوكي من هنا الله اوكي الحين يمدينا نصير اساسنز وينهم؟ اودن اوكي اساسن عطى واحدة اوكي اساسن هيدشوت قطع في الماء في اشياء كان لازم نكسرها هي نكسرها ونقوم اوكي شلون ما انفجر؟ سبحان الله ايه وين نار؟ ايه نار فاير تصويب زي اللهب زي اللهب ها؟ تصويب خايس شنو هاي؟ هنشيله اوه دايم بعد هنا يلا نقطه ليش ما يحترق؟ احترق لا اوكي اخيرا في بعد اوكي خلاص ايه خلصنا هنا نروح الطرف الثاني اوكي خلينا نروح الحين الطرف الثاني عليك احراق حصار البحر مبان جنوبية اوه هاي جنوب عبالي شمال يلا نروح الجنوب اساسن شلون صادونا؟ اساسن اوكي ليش طلعت الهود ما ادري شو اسمه الوشاح الجميل يلا نوب خذك واحد من اساس فايكنج فالهالا خذك تو فالهالا خليك واحد كذا على السريع وانت روح. واحد ثاني دقيقة ابي افنش رفيج دقيقة موت وانت تعال هنا موت نشيل المورد اوكي شنو موجود هنا؟ اكل؟ ليش؟ ايش ما نبي اشيله؟ اوكي في هاي اللوت هنا اوكي يمدينا اخذوه يلا هجوم. لازم من اول اسويها هجوم يا فايكنج. ايه هاي لازم نحرقها. تصويب بالضبط اوكي ترك ايه ايه بعد excuse me خليك واحدة ثانية واحدة خامسة واحدة ثالثة بعدين موت. ايه اوكي نحرق هنا تو فالهالا المفروض يركض الحرقة روبين نبع يساعدنا. اوكي شنو هذا؟ شكله لازم نحرق المكان كامل والله ما ادري بس احرقه ترى لا السهم المحترق اوكي عطى واحدة هني الحين احترق. ايه لازم ابلغ اثار الحين ازار برنامج اسمه ازار اساميهم هني اسامي غريبة. اوكي خلينا نروح حق ازار برنامج ازار وينه؟ وين ازار؟ اوكي اوكي مستوطنة سهل فاست ترافل. اوكي يلا نروح حق ازار اوكي كل الشعب يوم انا منتفن يلا نصير اساسن كلا لازم نصير اساسن اول شيء ما يصير لعبة اساسن ما يصير اساسن. اوكي ابلغ ازار بما حدث خلينا نقول حق ازار اكو ازار
Azar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
My Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you.
ازار
If
الدجال
ever you change your mind
عنده عين
about
واحدة
Ireland,
بس.
I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter here.
دايم شنو المكان؟ تمت البناء حامي ايرلند.
My cousin Barith.
دقيقة شنو كان؟
And King of Dublin.
بلاط الملك دبلن. بعدين دقيقة وين بلاط شوفها بلاط ايرلند وين راح؟ في اي وثيقة راح؟ لا والله ما شفته وين راح؟ خله بعدين اوكي تحدث الى ازار.
Are you prepared to go to Ireland?
ايه اكيد.
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
اوكي يلا نروح ايرلند.
I would like to see this land.
بدون
And
انتظار
my
يلا.
cousin Barith.
Let's go to ايرلند. اوكي هاي ايرلند. وصلنا؟ ايه غيظ الكهنة. يس. Let's go.
Ireland, a patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures
Dublin.
and green glens. My adopted isle.
ايرلند. على قولتهم ايرلند.
So, how is it that
Yeah.
Barith, as north as ice, is king of Dublin?
Damn.
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in
Huh?
fact, merchants
Viking city
and
بإيرلند؟
beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Damn.
Odd to think of Barith as king of the
تقريبا نفس
city.
انجلاند
It
شوي غير.
perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings.
بس شي
They
ضبابي
litter the
صاير.
countryside, and Barrett's throne is not secure. Flann
غريب
Shinna
كان.
calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann
وش
distrusts
قاعد تقولون.
Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people.
اوكي. سكت. هني كنا مصان تجاري اشياء. دام با. تقريبا كنا نرويج على انجلاند. شبههم بعض. اشكالهم ما يتغير غير شعر. اوكي. خلينا نشوف ولد عم ايفور. اوكي. وصلنا لايرلند.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
بارد. ها اسمه بارد؟ ليش مو حار؟ بايخة لا اكيد بايخة. اوكي.
Eivor!
اكو دورنا بارد.
Look at you! You have
Damn.
Andrasta's cheekbones! And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with
خيرا شابه.
apples.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith. But let me
Barith.
breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sifrith. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
دايم.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come! There's
خلينا
much to
نشوفه.
show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have
Damn.
a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
دايم.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
يلا بارد. راونا وين قصر الجميل. اوكي هاي ايرلند. ساسن لا.
Just look at her docks! Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air
تقريبا نفس-
without enduring the
نفس
stench
إنجلند
of
يعني،
our
مو متغيرين.
docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
ايرلند.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all.
كان اوكي يعني.
Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland.
شوي
If
كبير
Flann can be made to see
يذكرنا حق
that,
ويتشر
my
يعني.
kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust
Nice.
my commerce to, old
هذاك هو
man.
بيته يعني.
You let him
لا
call you
خلاص.
that?
I call him worse
خشب.
things.
My king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
Horn of there.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
ايه احتفال. احتفال ولده. اوكي خلينا نتبع بارن ما ادري شو اسمه. بارد. اي بارد. مكان جميل.
Barrett,
يعني.
my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
في سفينة مسوينها؟
This is for me?
بو.
Craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
اوكي خلينا نجرب. دمع وعدن هاوية، سأحصل على كل شيء. شنو هاي؟ وش معناه؟ اوكي سأحصل على
Of
كل شيء.
course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows
عادي
fly.
عادي.
I certainly will.
أحسن
Go.
سهام في العالم ما شفتهم في حياتكم. خلنا أراويكم شلون. خذ لك هيد شوت. هيد شوت. هيد شوت.
Damn good shot!
هيد شوت. هيد شوت. هيد شوت. هيد شوت. هيد
It's
شوت.
a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a
Damn.
master.
عادي محترف لا تخافون. محترف. ايفور محترف. يلا اساسن. محترف. ليه تشيل
Well
الهاي؟
done, cousin.
شو اسمع؟
Wait, is
الهود.
that a house of God?
وشو؟
Aye, Christ's own church.
اللي هو
Ireland is
تخلي في
mostly
راسك.
Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many
ليش؟
Norse chew the wafer.
You make a
غير
place for
مسلم
them.
احسن لك.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar.
دايم. عن ايفور صار
I've
اودن
built this
هذاك
city
صار
up from
مسيحي.
rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
ايرش.
My son told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
كله فايكنج هنا ها؟ اوكي. اكو القصر العملاق على صورة اودن بعد. الفاذر.
There, up ahead, my home. My only
مكان
regret is
جميل ها؟
that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son,
And to host a banquet.
مكان حلو.
which should be already underway.
قاعة الملوك.
Up, Barith, Fodia.
بارد. معروف هنا ها؟ الملك بارد. اوه في ناس داخل هنا.
Here we are. Please go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's up.
اساسا
Hey,
ما يصير.
you're
ماشي.
Boris' cousin.
اي يوم بارد من اوكي هذا.
Azar, I was
Azar.
not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling
انا
Vikings.
اتكلم ويا عذاب بس.
And you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people
صاحبتك
here, but
جاية،
of
yes.
them, I know you are the one who is always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting.
ما عرفنا هذا بنت ولا ولد.
Siegfried's stomach
صوت صوت بنت.
doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident
عذار.
about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades, if one needed ammunition.
Thank you, Azar. Your company is always enlightening.
لايتنينج. البرق. خلينا نتكلم ويا هذا الجميل.
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
وين
It's great
جميل؟
crack.
اقبح شخص
It's a
في
fine
هذا.
thing to celebrate future
رجل
King
ايرلندي.
Siegfried.
كيف هي دبلن؟ يا اللقاء. بارن الملك الجدير.
Curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
كيف هي
Can I
دبلن؟
ask, what is your life like in this city?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. Enjoy the
اللقاء.
feast, friend.
You as well.
اوكي.
The example of a
خلينا نتكلم ويا البارد.
I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester.
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours. That makes you the arse. Enough!
والله غبي هذا الولد.
Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
خلنا نتكلم وياه. Hello boy.
I was looking forward to meeting my cousin's son.
So, you're the cousin who Da speaks so fondly of. Is the old fool reduced to importing Vikings now?
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then. If you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
اوكي عجب بوكس بوكس ها. خذك واحدة. جاب. عطى واحد شلي. دمرناه.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone?
بارد ملك صالح. عليك رؤية النرويج.
You aren't happy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
عليك رؤية النرويج ايه اكيد.
Norway might do a young Viking girl like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
اوكي يجب ان افهم. اوكي خلاص.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barith can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
كم نعلمك لا تخاف. الحين لازم نتجول في ايرلند. اول شيء ليبو فيث. نعم في اسماك كبيرة هنا. ما شفنا الا الاسماك. خلنا نجيب حصانين. حصان قم يا بوي. اوكي خلينا نروح ندور على من كان ها؟ المكان ودعيان شكله كبير ايرلند. ايرلند. شكلها بس ايرلند الشمالية. اوكي. سنن.
Let's see you, old friend.
ما هنا. اوكي تسلق. يلا يلا. الغراب من هنا. كلها مقابر هنا. اوكي. قال انه راح مقبرة الجد القديم.
Barith. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a solemn debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night.
مسكنا اخوان
Stars
ويا
in the
بعض.
sky, moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come. If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away.
شنو تشوفه؟ وحش غريب الأطوار.
Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
Why Thor's hammer, Barith? I could
شكله
sleep a
بيبدأ
week.
المصايب
Not
الحين.
as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one?
تبين ناكله؟
I have a memory of catching
لا
one.
مو الحين. نركض. شي قايل حاجة؟ اي والله في شيء.
Give yourself up.
What?
Grab him. Bind
شنو
his
هذا بعد؟
hands.
Who are these men?
هني.
Bastards.
Get over here.
Vermin. Pay for your sins.
Damn.
Going to touch you.
damn. يعني لازم اغير السلاح هذا سلاح حسن. شنو عندي سلاح اكسكاليبر بعد زين. خلنا ناخذ اكسكاليبر ما يصير ايه لان ناخذ فايت. والله دقيقتين ما يصير. خلنا نتحرك لا. يا اللعين. الله.
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest.
كان هذا
The
الحين.
previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flan. That's certain.
اوكي يلا نروح حق القلعة. شوف طريقة المشي. كان معصب من يبي يتهوش كان يعني قلت ليه. اوكي. تحرك له 5 ساعات حق يتحرك. يروح القصر. بوصل قبل شوف. الولد العب. كاتزن. اوكي. الحق يمشي بطيء.
Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
شكلك ما يبين على شور فويا. اوه نوع جديد من الكلاب. أول مرة أشوفه في فالهالا. قاعة الفايكنج.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Barith. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two, but then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barith, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barith, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flaun's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flaun on Rise of Sun.
الحين ايفور قام من النوم بعد حرب صارت في الليل. واو، معركة حرب. اوكي، هني وصلنا الى النهاية. بنشوفكم في الحلقة الجاية من غيظ الكهنة. سيو، مع السلامة.